I was raised without a father, and coming through that was pretty difficult as I got older. As a young man, a teenager, it was okay because I can get away with a lot of things through my mom. And my dad was an alcoholic, and that curse was put upon our family. My sisters, I had one sister, she was an alcoholic. I have two brothers, they were alcoholics and drug addicts, and I ended up being an alcoholic and drug addict. When I was 16 years old, 17, I was a star athlete. But once I got out of school, I decided not to go to college. My school had a boycott, and we quit sports for a year, and I decided not to go to college. And doing that, I was lost. I had no direction, no foundation, and just kind of roamed around, had jobs and things like this, but had no real foundation. Didn't know the Lord. My mother had sent me to church, but I didn't stay in church. I would sneak out, would not be obedient in that area. But I knew of God. A lot of people planted seeds and watered, but I never drew near to Christ. I wanted to find my own way. And I was living with the devil. I was having a lot of fun, enjoying it, but killing myself. I remember as I became a young adult and I got married, there was a lot of things hidden there, and my wife truly didn't know the obsessiveness that I had of drugs and alcohol, but that was to hide a few things. And the more I didn't deal with emotions and feelings, the more I hid things in drugs and alcohol, to the point where drugs and alcohol wasn't a weekend thing, it was an everyday thing. And I guess for about 6 or 7 years, it just spiraled out of control. And at times, many times, I thought about, what is this life about? Is it worth it? If I had the courage, many times I thought about running off roads or destroying myself. That's how depressed I was. But to kill that depression, I would use drugs and alcohol. Well, it got to a point one time my wife tried to rescue me many times, and she was fed up many times, and to the point where she had changed the locks on the doors. We bought a brand new house in the city of Walnut, California. Just beautiful area. Had everything that God could offer someone. And, not living with God, but living with the devil in a lie, and it spiraled. The devil will steal, kill, and destroy, and it was just a matter of time before he did all of them. And still had a job, but white knuckling it, as we call it, getting high daily and sometimes not coming home, just going through a lot of changes, unnecessary changes. Each other. I am almost assured my wife was at the point where she was getting ready to divorce me and leave me. And I know if my life would have continued, I would not be here today, speaking to you today. But God is gracious and He's merciful, and He's full of passion and full of forgiveness. And this is what He did. He brought me home. Not only home, but He brought me to a life that I would never turn back from.